Let's see the second type of rectifier, which is center tap full wave rectifier. The idea behind such construction is that we know the drawback of half wave rectifier, their negative half cycle is completely wasted. So to overcome that drawback, such arrangement is done. Okay, so this circuit basically consists of two half wave rectifier, upper half wave rectifier, lower half wave rectifier. So this half wave rectifier will conduct in positive half cycle and lower half wave rectifier will conduct in negative half cycle. So that's why we will get complete full cycle of DC. Okay, so let's see the construction. Here we are using step down center tap transformer. It has center tapping, means the central is connected to ground. Okay, so here the voltage is 0 volt. Okay, now we are using two diodes, D1, D2. Diode D1 will conduct in positive half cycle, D2 will conduct in negative half cycle, and load resistor RL. Okay, now let's see the working. During positive half cycle of AC input, terminal A will be positive, B will be negative. So due to this, diode D1 will conduct and D2 will not conduct, so it remains open circuit. So D2 is open. So as D2 is open, current cannot flow through the lower circuit. Okay, so it will pass through only upper circuit, and the path of current will be A, D1, RL, and that will be collected by C. Okay, so during positive half cycle only D1 will conduct and current will flow in the path A, D1, RL, C. Now in negative half cycle, of AC input, A will be negative, B will be positive. A negative, B positive. Due to this, the diode D1 will be open circuit or it will be reverse bias, and D2 will be closed circuit and it will be forward bias. So D1 reverse bias, D2 forward bias, and the path of the current will be, now current cannot flow through upper circuit because D1 is open, and current will flow through lower circuit, and the path of the current will be B, D2, RL, C. B, D2, RL, C. So the current will flow in this manner. So in negative half cycle, D2 will conduct, again in positive half cycle, D1 will conduct, in negative half cycle, D2 will be conduct. Okay, so this is complete working of center tap full wave rectifier. Now the formula, we know average DC voltage or DC output voltage. The formula in case of half wave rectifier, it is Vp upon pi or Vm upon pi. But in case of full wave rectifier, both full wave rectifier, bridge as well as center tap full wave rectifier, the output voltage is double, because in negative half cycle also we are getting DC output voltage. So here the output voltage is double. So that's why the formula is 2 Vp upon pi or 2 Vm upon pi, and we know value of pi is 3.14. So if we calculate, then it will be 0.636 Vp or 0.636 into Vn. Okay, this is formula for output voltage. Now the formula for PIV rating. In case of center tap rectifier, the output voltage, secondary voltage of transformer, total voltage is addition of this voltage plus this voltage. If you remember, you have done practical in 11th. So here you got 9 volt, here you got 9 volt, and if we measure the voltage between terminal A and B, that is total 18 volt. Okay, so here secondary voltage is also doubled. So that's why when any of the diode is in reverse bias mode, then the PIV rating should be doubled. So double voltage will get developed across either D1 or across D2. Okay, so PIV rating of the diode also should be doubled. So PIV rating must be greater than or equal to 2 Vm, or if you write Vp, then 2 Vp. This happens only in case of center tap rectifier, because here we use center tap transformer. That's why PIV rating is also double. Now ripple frequency or output frequency is 2 into Fn. Here frequency is also doubled, because for one cycle of input we are getting 2 cycles of output. Means here the cycles or voltage is doubled, that's why frequency is also doubled at the output. And the ripple factor, here the ripple is reduced, so ripple is 0.48 in case of center tap rectifier. Now advantages and disadvantages. First let's see advantages. Advantages what? The negative half cycle is recovered here. So here we get maximum DC output voltage. So DC output voltage increases in case of center tap rectifier. These are main advantages. But what is disadvantage? The disadvantages are, we use here center tap transformer, that's why the cost of the circuit increases. Second disadvantage is PIV rating. We have to use diode having double PIV rating, so here also cost of the circuit increases, and we use such 2 diodes as we require 2 diodes. So this circuit is costly than half wave rectifier. Okay. Next type of rectifier is bridge type full wave rectifier. First I will show how to draw the bridge. Okay, so this is transformer. Now this is bridge. You can name P, Q, R, S or in any other way. Okay, now this is bridge. See, the upper terminal is connected to this terminal, lower terminal is connected to lower terminal of transformer. Now how to draw diodes. Diodes are always drawn from left to right. So I will draw here. This is first diode. If we draw here, left to right. If we draw here, then also left to right. If you draw here, left to right. Okay, this is bridge. Now we can name the diode D1, D2, D3, D4. Now load resistor. See, load is connected between these 2 terminals. Okay, these are remaining 2 terminals of bridge. So we will connect here load resistor RL, and the terminal of RL is connected here. This is jumper because there is no connection between this line and this line. That's why I am showing here jumper. Okay. Now here across RL we can get V output or VDC, output DC voltage, that we get here across RL. This is how we can draw perfect diagram. Okay. Now let's see the working of bridge type rectifier. During positive half cycle, terminal A is positive, B is negative. So current will flow from A, P, D1. It will flow through D1. It cannot flow through D4 because it is in reverse bias mode. So it will flow through D1. Then it will flow through RL. Then it will flow through this terminal S. Then from S it will flow through DT, D3. Then it will get collected by terminal B. Okay, again I am repeating. Current will flow from A, D1, RL, D3, B. Okay. In this case, D1 and D3 will be forward bias and D2 and D4 will remain reverse bias. So we can write during positive half cycle, A positive, terminal B negative. So D1, D2 forward bias, D1, D3 will be forward bias, D2, D4 reverse bias, D2, D4 reverse bias. So path of the current will be A, P, D1, Q, RL, S, D3, S, D3, R, and finally will get collected at B. So this is what happens during positive half cycle. Now during negative half cycle, terminal A will be negative, B will be positive. Now here opposite happens. Okay, A is negative, B is positive. So path of the current will be, current will flow from terminal B, D2, D3 will be reverse bias, D2 will be forward bias. So B, D2, RL, S, D4 and will get collected at terminal A. So here we can write during negative half cycle, A will be negative, B will be positive, D1, D3 will be reverse bias, D2, D4 will be forward bias, and the path of the current will be B, R, D2, Q, RL, S, D4, P and towards terminal A. So this is working of bridge type full wave rectifier. Now formulas and advantage and disadvantage. Now the formula VDC, same formula because we are getting double DC. So 2 Vm upon pi or 0.636 into Vm. Then F out or ripple frequency equal to 2 F in, because same waveform we are getting here. Only the change is there for PIV rating. PIV rating is now greater than or equal to Vm. Ripple factor is also same, 0.48, because we are getting same waveform for center tap as well as bridge rectifier. Now the advantages. The advantages are, here there is no need of center tap transformer. Here we are using simple transformer. Hence the cost of circuit also reduces. Another advantage is PIV rating. PIV rating is reduced to Vm as compared to center tap rectifier. So that's why cost of the circuit also reduces. These are advantages. Now disadvantages. The main disadvantage of this circuit is, here we require 4 diodes instead of 2 diodes, and another drawback is, at any in each half cycle 2 diodes conduct at the same time. That's why output voltage whatever we are getting here, so that is 1.4 volt less than the required, because across each diode there is a voltage drop of 0.7 volt. So at a time 2 diodes are conducting, so 0.7 volt across one diode, 0.7 volt across second diode, so total there is a loss of 1.4 volt. 0.7 into 2, so 1.4 volt voltage drop will appear across output. This is second drawback of bridge type rectifier.